Hello and welcome to Creative University episode 10. Please be sure to subscribe to our channel for the latest tips from our team in the world of marketing, web design, development, and other topics to help you manage your campaigns. My name is Lauren Devins, and today we're going to be discussing the benefits of resource centers for business websites. I am here today with two members of our team, Jeff Aspenberg and Jim Van Horn. Jeff, as this is your first video, I'll be passing it over to you for a quick intro.
Great. I'm Jeff Aspenberg. I'm the director of production. I run the development and design teams here at Creative.
And I'm Jim. I'm the SCM manager. I handle all the strategies, so all the websites that Jeff builds, I help get them visible online, SEO, paid advertising, inbound content marketing, basically anything digital online.
So let us dive into our first question. So my first question is for you, actually, Jeff, and welcome to Creative University, first episode with us. So what are some features of resource centers that are beneficial for businesses?
Yeah, great. So a resource center is typically organized and laid out in ways that helps visitors find content on particular topics and types of content. So the ability to organize your content in resource types or categories is one. Great user experience on the front end and back end of your website is another, allowing your audience to get solutions and answers, find relevant information, learn about your products and services, allowing the editor to easily create optimized resource content is another good one. It highlights older content that may otherwise remain hidden in your website, boosting audience discovery. Another good benefit is a resource hub is full of expert content, and it shows your expertise to the visitors who are reading it and allows them to stay on your website longer, giving that possibility to convert visitors into leads. And creating topic hubs, also called pillar pages within your resource center, helps search engines better understand the relationships between pages and topics, which may boost your SEO. There are some benefits right there that definitely help resource centers.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you, Jeff. And you mentioned SEO, which is a great segue into my next question for Jim. So how can resource centers benefit businesses as they're trying to improve their SEO efforts?
Kind of like what Jeff said, it clusters a lot of content together, not only from an SEO perspective, so things like the URL structure, the breadcrumbs where everything of one relevant topic can be found, so it's easier on the users. So it enhances the user experience for sure. And then also specifically with ours, because there's a couple of different options out there for they call them a variety of things: content hubs, document libraries, online libraries, whatever you want to call them. But a lot of them are just meant to store. It really doesn't have much functionality beyond just storing a mass amount of documentation. So you can't really apply any kind of SEO efforts or make anything more visible. But with our resource center, what that does is, like Jess said, it helps to basically format it in a way that you can cluster relevant like content together. So if somebody's only interested in, say, viewing past webinars to get educated about different topics, they're not getting frustrated by trying to dig through 8 years worth of content distribution on somebody's website. They can just filter down to all the relevant webinars that they need and get it all in one shot, which makes a more enjoyable experience. But then there's the technical side of it too. So you can apply schema markup through Content Resource Center. And with schema markup, it helps tell the search engines, well, and the users for that matter, but more so the search engines, what that content's about. So it can more, I guess you could say, better align it with a variety of different searches from your user base, so they actually get to the content they want. That goes right through the filtration process, because it's all indexed just like it would be if you just created one page by one page. You didn't have a management system in place, but it makes it easier for information to find, and it helps it rank better because the search engines can understand it. Because of that markup language, it can easily present it to the right users at the right time to help drive whatever kind of business objectives somebody has.
No, that's great. And being able to find the information more easily is also a huge benefit to the people who are writing the content, because you spend so much time writing content, coming up with ideas, researching for SEO, and so you want people to be able to find it. So that's a great added benefit as well. So you did, Jim, mention our resource center briefly. So how would viewers go about downloading our resource center, which is known as Core Resources?
Sure.
You can visit contentresourcecenter.com and from there learn more about our resource center and the features that it offers. And you can purchase it there on contentresourcecenter.com.
And I would like to add one thing real quick, only because so a lot of times, even when I was kind of looking at competitors when we're launching our product, it seems like resource center is usually synonymous with blogs. So, people think of the big players in that realm, like the HubSpots of the world, where it's like blog.yourdomain.com. The one thing I do like about Resource Center is it gives you the ability to basically house a HubSpot-like platform within your website. So you not only save some revenue on the business side instead of buying multiple platforms to achieve one goal, but you also maintain the same kind of aesthetic. Like, so for instance, if you have a particular brand, sometimes it's hard to get that same kind of the brand guidelines, your brand template, whether it be the style, the design of the pages, even down to like what kind of font you want to use, things like that, the functionality of it. A lot of that is flexible within the resource center, so it can align seamlessly. So it just looks like you're building another page, as opposed to having to incorporate a whole bunch of different, like this platform to upload your podcast and then embed it on your website through a whole other plugin. Because each new plugin that you add to your website, while it benefits the users and it benefits the business because it makes things a lot easier than the old way of hard coding, custom coding, uploading files individually, it also slows it down. And that's one of the main SEO triggers for any search engine, is how quickly the information is available to the end user. So the speed of a website impacts SEO factors as well. So when you start adding more and more plugins, just because you have podcasts and you have videos, and maybe you have some white papers, and then you have all this other documentation, maybe a lot of certificates or educational courses, if you're an education provider, all of that can get housed within our resource center through a single plugin, as opposed to slowing down your website with, sometimes upwards of a dozen different plugins to achieve the same singular goal.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, thank you,
Great
Jim.
point.
All right, well, those were all the questions that I had for today. Thank you so much for your thoughtful answers, and thank you, viewer, for spending time with us. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we will see you on episode 11.